right, Tilt. So happy to bring you your member of the month. We have Rob Parks joining us. Rob, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Max.
Hi. So long story short, Rob's been with us for a really long time. Absolute honor to have him as member of the month. Rob, why don't you just tell us a little bit about how you got started at Tilt, when you started at Tilt?
Right. Thanks. Yep. So I think I might be one of the first members. I started before the gym actually opened up. So I went to the other gym. What's it called, Max?
CrossFit New England.
New England. Yeah. So I went to New England just to. I heard about Tilt opening up. I saw the signs. I called you. You said come down to the CrossFit New England. I did the introduction there, and then started right
Yeah.
up in Tilt, and that was my introduction to CrossFit.
So you've been going for about 5 or 6 years. What class do you normally take?
So I'm usually the earliest class, which is 5:15 now.
Sweet. And people want to know, this is a really, really hard hitting question. If there's a Rob workout, do you have any idea what that would look like?
All right, so I like to either do things really fast or really slow. So probably my favorite workout's going to be maybe something with a buy-in, like buy-in with snatches, which is
Okay.
for me like a real challenge thinking about the snatch. So I want to do those slow, but like build up to heavy snatch. And then it's going to be a body weight workout after that. So maybe push-ups, pull-ups, and I like to run. So something
Yeah,
like that.
that sounds like a pretty sweet workout. So Rob workout's gonna have some snatches, gonna have body weight stuff, running, and you're also one of the hottest couples at Tilt, right? Because it's you and your wife Shaheen. And
Right.
whenever we have people that come to the gym with their significant other, we always like to ask, like, do you love taking class with your significant other? Do you like splitting it up? Do you like both? Maybe talk a little bit about that dynamic.
Yeah, so I worked really hard to get Shaheen actually in the Tilt. So I started out at Tilt on my own, and we used to work together. We used to work out together a lot at BSC together, and we took classes together, and it was great. And then I had this interest in CrossFit, and she didn't have any interest at all. So I tried. I mean, I know you, Max. You almost gave up on me. I tried for years to get her into the gym, and I had a couple false starts. But then once I got her into it, once she got hooked, she loves it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like taking class together. For me, it's a good chunk of the day, right, in class, and it's a great way to spend time together. And it's always a better class for me when she's there.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, you know, Rob, you and Shaheen and a handful of other people, some of those diehard members that, like, when we were shut down, were showing up at 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning, like wearing jackets, like gloves. Like, talk a little bit about that. So, your first experience with CrossFit was with me, and like we went through elements, and then, we had this like great couple years, and like we're inside the gym and everything's awesome. And then it's like we're shut down, we're outside. I felt like you, Shaheen, and to be honest with you, all the members, but specifically, 5:15, you're up, like it's dark out, you're out there working out. Like, was there some like adjusting to it, or were you kind of like, hell yeah, this is kind of cool?
So yeah, for us, we were definitely a bit nervous about going indoors, and loved the gym and just really didn't want to stop. So I was up for staying outside for a long time. I love being outside. I would love to have even more workouts outside. So it's a little gnarly getting up and doing it in, under the moon, but it's cool. I think it was a good experience, and I still like going out there.
Yeah, it's nice, right? Like, I feel like you first couple times it's cold, then you like run your first 400, like everything's fine.
Yeah.
Well, listen, enough about fitness. So there's a couple real foodies at Tilt, and JR, if you know JR from the 715, he's kind of like that go-to sandwich guy, right? Like, he's going to tell you where the best sandwich is. But little known fact, Rob Shaheen, dine out around that Waltham area. If I was going to go for like, you know nice sit down dinner and like one staple meal, where are you going to send me in the Waltham
All right.
area? This is
So
hard.
so these days I'm definitely going to Gustavo in Waltham. They got probably the best patio going, reliably
Okay.
delicious. That's where I'd
And
go
is
on
that
Moody Street.
is that is that the Cuban restaurant on Moody Street?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. Now, are you a sweet or a salty guy when it comes to snacking?
I'm definitely salty. Yep.
Okay, because we all know as CrossFitters, we like to live by that 80-20 rule, which is like 80% eating pretty well. And then like 20%, you're going to indulge a little bit. So like if we're seeing you on a Friday or Saturday night and you're like, I'm going to indulge in a salty snack, what are we eating?
All right. So now I'm going to contradict myself because you're right. It's an 80-20. You're right. I'm definitely trying to dial in the nutrition, but Friday night's Friday night. I'm going for ice cream. So
Oh,
when
wow.
I'm going for ice cream. You're going to see me down at Lizzie's on Moody Street. Or just Ben and Jerry's is always good too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love this. So I'm a huge ice cream guy. I can't have ice cream in the house. I actually realized the other night, I was like, wow, I've been feeling really good. And like, I was like, oh, it's because I haven't had ice cream for a couple months, which is wonderful. Now, you're a Weston guy,
Yep.
and a staple of Weston is arguably the worst ice cream in the world, but at the same time, the best. And if you're in the area, you know what I'm talking about. It's Dairy Joy. And I got to get your take. And here's my take. Dairy Joy is my secret. I will go there. If Britt watches this, she'll find out in the summer and just get a vanilla cone, chocolate dip, crush it in 3 or 4 bites. All that's left is that little paper. Toss that in the trash. No evidence. It's my guilty pleasure. Rob, are you are you a Dairy Joy guy?
All right. The funny thing is, I live behind Dairy Joy. I'm up the hill right behind it. I drive by it every single day. And I may go a whole year and not stop once. And that's even with kids driving by telling me, Dad, can we stop? I'm
Wow.
very anti Dairy Joy. I think I'm not a soft serve person. Like, give me Kimball's, like,
Oh yeah.
I'll just get in the car and drive. I want good ice cream.
Wow. Yeah. And here I am. I'll just take anything. That's so funny. All right. Couple last questions, and not only into food, but always a good show recommendation. If you're going to give somebody a show recommendation, something you've been enjoying, toss it out to the Tilt members. What are we watching?
All right. I'll just give you what I'm watching now. We're going back to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's an easy, quick laugh, and lots of seasons available to stream. So that's
Okay.
the comedy I'm watching now.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So we're watching this show, Haunting at Bly Manor or something. It's a scary show. I really don't like it, but that's what we're watching right now. Just for people watching us at home, my number one show is Great British Bake Off. It is, and Rob, I think Shaheen watches it.
Well, we've seen a bunch, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I really like it. The contestants are nice and they're making things that I could never make. All right. Last 2 questions. First thing is this. Everybody knows that your wife is against pumpkin spice things.
Yeah.
Does that carry over for you, or are you a pumpkin spice guy?
Oh no, I'm anti-pumpkin. I mean, the pumpkins, I can deal with the spice, but don't put pumpkin in anything that you call dessert. I don't want to eat it.
Okay. Next follow up with this. Eggnog latte from Starbucks. Have you ever had it?
Never had it.
Are you pro eggnog or anti eggnog?
I am pro limited amounts of eggnog between Thanksgiving and Christmas. You can't have it before Thanksgiving, and you definitely can't have it after Christmas.
Okay,
I'm good for a couple glasses a year.
All right, that's fair. And last question is, like, do you have any words for the Tilt members? I mean, you've been an OG, you've been here for a while. One thing that I think is pretty neat is I've watched you work out for 5 or 6 years. Cool thing that you're doing right now is some days you're doing a little bit of your PT, some days you're coming in, but you're always at the 5:15. I don't know if you have any words of wisdom for people, a little Yoda for
All right,
for the
all right.
members.
I don't know if I'm qualified to give any words of wisdom, but for me, what it's been all about is just keep coming back. A lot of people probably have noticed that I've, over the years, I've had times I'm in the gym and I've had times where I've had some setbacks with injuries, but I keep coming back. And what I'm doing a little bit different right now is I'm trying to get ahead of the injuries. I'm doing kind of a proactive PT, and I think it's going really great. And it's been great for my whole outlook. The idea of getting better before you get hurt is so much better than getting better after you get hurt.
Yeah.
So, I'm like 44, and I'm feeling great, and I'm just trying to keep coming back and keep getting better.
Well, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I think one of the best parts, and this is, when we're selecting member of the month, it's truly just based off of, effort that we see at the gym. And one thing that I think is wonderful is not only have you been with us for a while, your working out has changed, you've made adjustments. And like you said, like it's just about repetition, that kind of slow drip. And here you are, fitter, more beautiful at 44. Rob, again, honored to have you as the Tilt member of the month. I'm going to stop the recording, but we're going to stay on because we're going to tell some secrets. So thanks, Rob. And guys and gals, hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Bye.